Welcome back, everybody. As you can see, Oliver, that is the name that has been chosen for the new male green anaconda. So I really didn't put out like a survey for a lot of names, but I did have a bunch of random people say Oliver, so which is kind of weird. So that's his name. So we have Pop Tart, the female, Mountain Dew, the female, and then Oliver, all three green anacondas. So this one is the darkest of the green anacondas, and he's already eaten once for me, and then he went into shed, and then I need to feed him again. So very, very dark. Really nice patterns on him, and not much going on with the head stripe or the band behind the eyes, but I mean, not like the other ones where they're a lot brighter of the orange. I was going to do a video on all three of them, but Pop Tart, my biggest female, is in shed now, which is very exciting. So she's growing very nicely. I normally get about 3 sheds from her a year, but I really think she should start hitting her growth spurt very, very quickly. So we'll see what happens. And I just want to show you guys a very quick update on him and how calm he is, or lazy he is, I should say. But I still need to figure out if I can pick him up, without a hook, because I'm still using a hook. I'm sure I could, but I really just want to slowly and very carefully bond with him and make sure that we are okay and we don't have any issues. So I really don't think we will, though. So very, very cool patterns, and then we can kind of see the belly and then definitely the sides, which is awesome. So that is him, and then we're going to check out some more boas. And the VPI Aztec, this girl and I are still doing our best on the bonding. She still likes to kind of nip at me a little bit, but we've crossed some pretty good hurdles, and I can actually hold her now without gloves. I can kind of take her out of her enclosure without a snake hook, but I still like to use one just in case because I don't like to startle her. So she's 2021. Her sister is the VPI IMG, which we will look at really quickly as well, because both of these girls shed out and they are looking phenomenal. They're both from Chi-Town Constrictors, and other than the attitudes, I haven't had any issues with them. So they eat very well, extremely healthy, really cool pattern down her back, and I love the tail on her. So a very busy pattern. It's definitely a lot different than a lot of the other morphs that I have or have seen, because a lot of the ones that I have are pretty simple, but I mean they're all very nice. So it's been nice to have her with and then working with her. So a lot of the snakes that I have are very simple to own. They're very simple to handle, but having one that is a little bit of a challenge can be exciting, and it can be definitely rewarding when they actually finally allow you to hold them, and it really doesn't look like she wants to go back. So once they kind of get out and they get calmed down, they definitely really like to explore. And every single snake that I take out, they always go that direction into the rack system. And then they like to go in here and under there, and then that is definitely a pain to try to get them out of that. But it's definitely boa season. And if you guys are looking to pick up some nice boas, the VPI Aztec is always a nice snake to get. So we'll check out her sister, the IMG VPI, which she just shed out today actually, and she's looking very, very nice. I tried to take some pictures of her, but she's kind of all over the place, so it's very difficult to get a good angle and then the good lighting with her since she's so dark. So it's really interesting how the caramel albino, or the VPI, or the T positive, or whatever you guys want to call it, kind of works with the IMG. So IMG is the increasing melanistic gene, and as they age, they get darker. So it's very random on like when they get darker or how much they get darker, and depends on the influence of actually the other genes that are in with the IMG. So really nice belly on her. Really cool to see the patterns and the colorations, but she just keeps on getting darker except for the tail and some spots on her head. So Yeah, there's still some white on her stomach. So really, really cool. I have seen some adults and they kind of look like this. So really cool to see them with the darkening and the albino working together. So very excited for her. She's a 2021 as well. Very large 2021, and she's already eating rat pups. Maybe we can come over here and we can look at another IMG Motley, Hypo, and a Jungle. And this is 100% het for snow. So you can see the influence on the IMG in it. And then when it's mixed in with the Hypo and the Motley, it doesn't go all black. And then we have a, you can tell on her head where it's not that dark. And actually, she was darker on the top of her head. And then when she shed, she actually got lighter, which is kind of interesting to me. But nonetheless, she's a 2020. So it's really cool. I mean, I just really like how you can put a bunch of genes together and they just influence each other very differently. So we can look at on the total opposite side of the color spectrum. This is try to get a better lighting. So this is a Moonglow, 2020. She's grown up and she's definitely changing colors. She's getting more vibrant, more yellowy. We still see a lot of the saddles in her. So very, very pretty snake. And if you guys don't like the darker snakes and you guys want like a yellowier and a whiter snake, then the moons and the snows I would say is the best way to go. So I really like her eyes. Probably much better than the snows, but I do like both, and I do have both. This is the male snow. And this one is going into shed, so we can see the tail. A lot of whites and then a lot of purples, which is really cool. So it'd be interesting to see this guy and the Moonglow, because they do change colors a little bit as they get older. And we have another male. I only have 2 males. Well, not counting the Anaconda of the boas. So this male right here. This one should be shedding out like tomorrow, I think, but definitely getting darker. So very excited to see him change his colors. Not much going on the stomach, but really, really nice patterns. I love the tail, love the patterns on the tail. And another snake that is down here is a black pastel pied. She just ate from me yesterday. So she's right around 900 grams. Or very close to it. And she's kind of going off and on food. So I don't know if you guys can help me out on that. But she does have these really cool black speckles, or these patterns that are coming out on her every time she sheds. And so I don't know if she's getting close to that 1,000-gram wall that people talk about, or I don't know if it's all ball pythons or if it's just the pieds, where they kind of get really picky about eating for a little bit. And then I don't know, I heard that they randomly start eating again once they get over 1,000 grams. I don't know, but she's definitely chunky, and I'm definitely excited for her this year, I hope, on the breeding, if the males are ready. So this male right here shed, and it's a Orange Dream, Leopard, Enchi Pied, and that's a lot of combos, but I'm going to try to put him with the common, or not the common, just a basic female pied with nothing extra in her for this year, and we'll just see what comes out of him. See if we can't hit some good odds with that. But the following year, it would be kind of cool to put him with a Fire Enchi Yellow Belly Pied. That'd be a lot of combos right there with him. So we'll see what happens. Sometimes nothing happens. So, you know, that's kind of the game that people play and hope for the best. And then this girl right here shed. It's the lesser, which we saw the other day on the other video. So she just ate, and I do need to clean her cage. But I love this combo as well. We'll see what happens with her in the near future. But that is it. Hopefully you guys have an awesome weekend. I really appreciate the support, the subscribing, and the comments and talking to me and helping me with all of your knowledge, because I really don't know anything about snakes. I'm just kind of like, there's so much information, it hurts my brain. But I do appreciate you guys trying to help me out, and I try to take that and apply it to the animals. So I appreciate it. Hopefully you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys on the next video.